Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. So let's hop right in and continue the game. I can't remember where I left off last time, but either way, let's just hop right in and continue the game. Alright. Now, I know that there's at least something to do with Miguel. Spider-Man 2099. I know there has to be at least something to do with him, considering he's still on the box art. I want to at least try and get to his level as soon as possible.
You're working with Kang
So
now?
yeah.
Another one of Kang's goons?
Um,
That guy just won't
Either
let
way,
up.
let's just try and see what I can get done. I want to play as Thor here, because, seems like the best fit.
Henchman. What,
Oh.
you dropped your keys or something?
What do I have to do here? I don't even know what I have to do to take up Man-Thing. Alright, let's try and see what I can get done. On Man-Thing. Wait, what the heck is this? What the heck is that little circle thing? You know what, I'm not even gonna bother asking. You know what, never mind. That's just a level select thing. Oh. Yeah, I think I caused an issue internally. Never mind. It's fixed now. I don't even know what happened or what I did, but it's fixed now. Alright, either way, let's just try and at least take out Man-Thing here. Because I know I have to at least take out his health. Hopefully I can at least do something against him. Man, this is gonna take forever to do. I can tell that right now.
He's below us.
Okay. Yeah, let's try and get this done. So that way I can, at least get another level completed. So I know I want to at least do that, a level. That's the main thing I want to get done this video. It's just another level so I won't be stuck on repeating the same level over and over again. Alright, let's collect some of these studs, especially that blue one that I lost. Man, this fight is going to take forever to get done. I almost completely forgot how long this fight is, since I haven't played the game in forever. I haven't played the game in, God, I want to say a few years. In at least 6 years, I want to say, like 6+ years. I haven't played the game since, I want to say 2019, fully anyways. So yeah, it's been forever since I last played the
Worry
game.
about it later. Right now we gotta deal with this man.
So yeah, either way, let's just try and take up Man-Thing. Man, I don't know what's killing me. I genuinely don't know what's going on. I don't even know what I'm getting hit by. I know it's something, but I just don't know what. It's not even making it somewhat even remotely obvious what I'm getting hit by. Either way, I can pick up Man-Thing here. Okay. Here we go.
What in the name of...
By Odin's bristly chest hair. The nexus of all realities. The gateway to every era. Then this beast was...
Its guardian. Man-Thing. A veritable thorn in my side since I dragged his festering swamp into Chronopolis. And the final defiant obstacle standing in the way of my master plan. So, bravo. You few have accomplished what an army of vibranium soldiers could not.
Code red! Code red! Everyone back to the mansion ASAP!
Now is the time for tooth and claw. Now is the time for war. Let the mightiest rise up. Step forth and face me. For then I shall prove that I, Kang the Conqueror, am the greatest. For surely there is no man who can stand in my way.
Thanks, Wings. That guy was giving me a headache.
It wasn't me. Something interfering with the signal. From outside. From beyond Chronopolis. It's too weak. I can't lock on.
If we redirect the signal through the mansion's comms matrix, we can more than double the strength. Hank, hand me that spanner. No. The other one. But we'll still need a negative ion emitter to clear up the distortion, and that kind of tech isn't easy to find.
I wonder. We sent Star-Lord and Drax to take bio readings with a couple of scanners earlier. Could those devices not be reconfigured to locate a suitable emitter?
And with the amount of future tech in Chronopolis, I'd say our chances are good.
Oh, Hank, don't talk with your mouth full.
Sorry.
Gamora, think you can track down your buddies?
My pleasure. Rocket, Groot, let's go.
I am Groot.
Get moving, you bag of sticks. You need the exercise.
Alright. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to get some uploads started. But either way, let's try and find Star-Lord and Drax. Wherever they are. Because I know that they have to be around here somewhere. Man, this panning out shot is way too long. I mean, it's probably just to set up the map and the new way it's formed, but either way, it just doesn't really work, because it's just way too big, and just way too wide, you know, to actually work as a fitting panning out shot for a game. You know, like usually, like I've never seen a panning out shot for any game that lasts this long. Like ever. Like genuinely. The closest I have ever seen for like a panning out shot is like whenever it's actively before this, the longest panning out shot I've really had was maybe like
Let's catch up to them and start looking for
at most like 10, 20 seconds. Not upwards of like 30 to a minute. You know, like that's just so weird how they made the panning out shot so unnecessarily long. There was no need for that. But either way, let's just try and see what I can do. You know, let's just try and get over to this next level. Honestly, I'm really enjoying what I've been playing of the game. It's just that
I need a change of scenery.
some points of it are like really unnecessary for what the game is. You know, like I just mentioned with that panning out shot. Like it's just so unnecessary sometimes with what they do. Either way, let's just try and get in this car. Because I'm going to need to drive. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I've been improving a lot of my driving skills in games. It's just that I gotta get a grasp of the controls. I've been playing a lot of GTA 5 again recently. I'm on my third playthrough right now for, you know, like counting the one I did before my playthrough on this channel, the one I did for the playthrough, and now the one I'm currently on, that's 3. I improved my driving skills quite a bit. You know, in comparison to what I was in how it was in the playthrough that I did, and especially on the first playthrough I ever done for the game. Like the first full one anyways. Like I played the game before then, but that was like years ago, and even then I never really finished the game up to the the final mission. Like I've only played at most the first, I would say, couple of missions before I finished up the game for the first time. So yeah. Also keep in mind, in the future I will be playing some more Mafia. I just wanted to finish up some other playthroughs first, before I move on to those games. Again, it'll probably be at least a couple months of, like, worth of videos, you know, before I can move on to those games, to the Mafia games again. It'll probably be, I want to say, 2-3 months worth of videos. If I'd give an estimate, it's probably going to be a wrong estimate, but it's still an estimate. Before I can actively move on to Mafia games again. I'll try and, you know, get them done. I'll try, but I don't know.
This is the place.
But
right?
yeah, I'll at least try and finish up Mafia 1. I'll finish up Mafia 2 and 3 off camera, because I've heard there's some scenes that might interfere with the playthrough on YouTube. But yeah, particularly in the second and third game, but that's about it. But I'll still be playing them on the channel if nothing goes wrong.
Sure, they didn't know they were helping Kang, but that's not the point, people. Because the heroes beat the Guardian of the Nexus Man-Thing, Kang was able to blast it into fragments, enabling him to bring Chronopolis into a single time zone. That's good news and bad news. The good news is we can now get out of Manhattan and see if the rest of Chronopolis has a decent golf course. The bad news is now every creep in Chronopolis can get into our city and slug it out with each other to see who's worthy of facing Kang. Okay, Avengers. You broke it, so what are you gonna do to fix it? Seems they've sent a team to the Old West to secure a power source to help boost a strange beyond Chronopolis signal of some kind.
Snap! We ain't playing no snap. You low-down, dirty, cheating swine!
Now just hold on a minute. Gamora!
Give me your scanner. You two are supposed to be taking readings.
Oh yeah, I totally was. But then Drax found this place and it had music and
tacos.
We have to find a negative ion emitter. Your scanner should now pick it up. Now get out there and start searching.
How does it work?
See that blinky light? If it don't flash, you don't have it. If it does...
Your blinky light lies. I do not have it.
Outlaws! What is that?
That, my fuzzy friend, is our power source.
I am MODOK, the ultimate human-machine interface, and more importantly, the law!
well, not in my town.
Isn't that...
Don't ask. This place gets weirder by the day. Bring it!
Alright, let's take out this MODOK variant. Yeah, I'm so confused about how he has technology and what's supposed to be the Wild West. Like I know it's supposed to make it obvious that it's MODOK, but still, it feels really weird seeing MODOK with all his very blatant technology in what's supposed to be the Wild West. But then again, it is Chronopolis, where time zones essentially don't exist. So I'm not even gonna question it.
Don't mind him.
Okay.
He's having a rough day.
Alright, let's see what I can do here. You know what? Like, honestly, something that I really have an issue with whenever it comes to, like, fan service anime, it's like, how wildly drastic it can change, depending on what anime you're watching. Like, you could watch, like, something that's borderline just a straight-up normal anime, to something that's straight up off of Rule 34 page. Like, literally no difference. Like, there's literally no, like, major difference in between. There's nothing in between. It's just straight up either, straight up just normal anime, just straight up R34. Like, there's very little in between, you know? And that's the biggest issue I have with fanservice anime, is mostly just that. It's how wildly and drastic it can change in each series, depending on which one you're watching. Like, that's a big issue I have with, particularly, you know, series like My Dress Darling. Like, it just straight up is just an R34 page. Like, straight up. Like, there's literally nothing else you can call it. It's straight up something that you could almost entirely find on an R34 page. That is genuinely how bad the fan service in that series is. It's just straight up R34. Like, and the worst part about it is that they're at, like, the characters are at most freshmen to sophomores in high school. Some of which even go to the lengths of being straight up middle schoolers, like straight up. Like, and the worst part is, some of, like, that one middle school character that they have in the series, yeah, she's by far one of the worst instances of fan service throughout the entire series. Yeah, the youngest character in the series, the outright most, like, canonical youngest character in the entire series, is by far one of the worst instances of fan service in the entire anime. That is by far one of the, like, and the fact that nobody's really talking about how blatantly weird that is really feels off to me, you know. Like, it just feels way too weird to not be mentioning to at least some degree. And the fact that nobody really ever mentions it feels really weird to me. Heck, I've actively seen people making more excuses for the fan service in My Dress Up Darling and what they're calling out for how blatantly weird it is, you know. Like, and that's the biggest issue I have with the anime in general. It's just a weird amount of fan service on heavily underage characters. Like that, like they could have easily made them college level and I wouldn't have as big of an issue with it. But nope, make them freshmen or middle schoolers, either or. Like, they could have very, like, that's the biggest issue I have with fan service anime in general, actually. Is the fact that they don't even bother making them, like, college age, or at least, or at the very least, legal age. You know, to some degree. That is the biggest issue I have with, like, fan service anime in general. Is that they could easily make them, like, college age, but they don't. Like, they could have, oh, like, you know, insert character here. They're college age. Nope, high schooler. Like, they could have easily done that so much better, and I wouldn't have as much of an issue with fan service anime in general as I currently am making it out to be. You know, like, it just, like, it could have been handled so much better, in my opinion, if they just made them legal age. But yeah, they, for whatever reason, didn't. I don't know why. Okay. Either way, let's just jump up here. Okay. Man, I can't get that blue stud now. Wait, never mind, I can. I don't know why that worked. It probably worked, due to the fact that that Mora has, like, a jump boost ability. So yeah. Let's just try and see what we can get done with this MODOK fight. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Let's just try and finish off MODOK, with everything I have left in me. Okay. I know that MODOK doesn't have much health left. Hopefully I can at least win this fight with very little struggle past this. You know, for obvious reasons. Because frankly, I just want to finish up this level, you know. Man, is this entire level just going to be a boss fight with Owlboy MODOK? Because if it is, that's just a waste of a perfectly good level. It could have easily been something interesting, but it's just a lengthy boss fight level, if anything. You know, I really hate whenever games just make interesting concept for a game. Just turn every level into a boss fight level. That's something, like, that's just a waste of a good game. You know, like, that's something I really hate that a lot of games have done over the years. Just try and make everything a boss fight level. Heck, that's what I hate about a lot of, you know, Souls games. Is that they just make them outright boss fight levels. You know, like, they could have easily done something so much more creative, but just made them boss fight levels. Like, I know that No More Heroes 3, like the No More Heroes series, kind of does that, but at least they try and do something creative with it, you know? And actively give an interesting plot, you know? Like, and then, even then, like,
that way. Think that sword of
you
yours
know,
can
like
help us
other
out?
games, like for example Dark Souls, a lot of their lore and story is hidden behind, like, you know, alternate, like, hidden stuff. Like that's the biggest issue I have with those kinds of boss fight levels. You know, like they could have easily done something more creative and actually provided a story, but no, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. You know. Also, you know, something that I really hate about JJK in, like, general is how, like, it's mostly how poorly written the character dynamics of the series are. Like, they could have easily done something creative, but no. Like, everything that they, like, every fight, like, that they have throughout the series could have easily been solved if they just talk things out and saying, instead of going, oh, I don't like you, oh, I don't like you either, now let's fight. That's basically how all the character dynamics start in JJK. Same with, like the reverse is true for, like, friendships and close bonds. Like, it's just saying, oh, I like you too, let's be friends. You know, like, I really hate the character dynamics in JJK, because how simplistic they are.
Who cares? Probably mopping up the last bad guys. Let's find that a minute. Right. Okay, you guys keep searching. I'll go rescue the log.
Agreed. We'll rendezvous back at the mansion.
Hey, like, back to what I was saying about JJK. I'll save it after this cutscene.
I knew I recognized that trait. Come on, Arizona Annie. We got us some villains to catch.
We sure do, Kid Colt.
Mind if I tag along? They just kidnapped my raccoon. And his houseplant.
Why, sure, sugar. If y'all don't mind sharing.
Mine? Why, it would be my pleasure, ma'am.
Hold tight, sugar. You okay, sugar? Here, let me help you.
Ow!
But yeah, back to what I was saying about JJK. Like, heck, like, the character dynamics are so poorly done throughout the series that a fight literally broke out between, I think his name is Toto, or something. It's like that big muscular guy who wants to be, like, brothers, with Yuji or whatever. Like, he started a fight with Megumi simply because he had a different taste in girls. Yeah, that's how poorly done the character dynamics in JJK are. And mind you, that isn't the only instance of a dumb fight breaking out. Like, genuinely. Like, like, a lot of fights in this series could have easily been prevented if the character dynamics were actually thought through, saying, instead of, you know, making them borderline as simple as possible. You know, like, genuinely. Like, if they actually thought a lot of that stuff through beforehand, if Gege thought it through instead of, you know, actively making everything as simple as possible, everything could have been so much better. But instead, it just made it, oh, Naruto 2.0 without all the reasons that everybody likes Naruto. You know, pretty much anyways. That's probably the best way I can describe it. Like, it's just the Naruto power system with the character writing of a poorly done romance anime. That's probably the best way I can describe it. It's just that. Like, it's just the character flaws of a badly done romance anime with the power scaling of Naruto. Like, that's pretty much the only way I can really describe JJK. Like, I know the slander is strong on that one, but still, it's still kind of valid, you know? So in my opinion, anyways, it is. Alright, either way, let's try and get through this level. So, oh my god, like, these levels are so unbearably long sometimes, that they genuinely, like, I feel like some of these levels could have been, like, half as long and would have been so much better, you know? Alright. Huh? Alright, I guess I have to jump through all these hoops properly, instead of touching the sides, which the camera angle really doesn't help out there much. Okay. Either way, let's just try and do whatever I can. Alright. I think I'm doing pretty well so far. Yeah, I don't think I want to help out Stanley. I really want to, but I don't think I can. Wait, did I just now help him out? Because if I helped out Stanley, that would feel so weird, considering I've never done this civilian or whatever arrow for this game. You know, wait, hold on. Thank God I have this guy right here, whatever his name is. I don't really care to learn it. Okay. Okay, let's just take out this clown now. Yeah, at least they're dead. Can't really be too mad there. Okay. Yeah, honestly, this level is pretty boring. That's the main reason I don't really talk about it. This game, in fact, this game in general is kind of boring. Like, I do like the way it sets up the story, but I just feel like it could have been so much better if they actually made the levels entertaining. You know, instead of just making them, basically just a generic Lego level, if anything, you know? That could be done in like 30 minutes tops. You know, like that's the biggest issue I have with this game. It's just the weird, inconsistent level management. You know, like it could have been so much better if they actually figured out what they wanted to do with this game. Heck, I don't even think it could be like considered, you know, like a sequel to like a Marvel Superheroes 1. You know, with how weirdly different the plots are, you know. Alright. Either way, let's just try and see what I can do. Well, at least I got through this. I can't really be too mad there. Alright. Hopefully that one cowboy guy can get through, you know. Because honestly, that's the main thing I know I need, is just to get him out of there. You know, and over that platform. Huh. Thank you, your circus bear or whatever you are. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The Inhumans are in this game. I almost forgot about that. Because I just saw that one dog Inhuman. I forget his name. I never learned. Like, the only Inhuman character name I ever learned was Black Bolt. Mostly because he's the most simple name. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
They sure were. Real sweet.
I am Groot.
Glad to have you back. I just wish we'd managed to get that device before we sent it south covered in chickens.
You mean this?
Rocket, my man! If you didn't smell like that, I would so kiss you right now. Okay, so how are we getting back?
Aha!
No.
Man, that was a really boring level. It could have been so much better if it actually knew what it wanted to do with it, with itself, you know? Like, it could have been so much better. You know what? I could probably do the rest of this series on streams, in the future. Mostly because there's a lot of levels I gotta get through, and all this other stuff. Like, it just would just take way too much time to actively do anything. You know, especially with the fact that I want to take a break from LEGO games, and I'm going to slow down on this series because of it. But yeah, either way, let's just try and see what I can do here.
How are we holding up out there?
We don't have the strength to take the fight to Kang yet.
Aye. And Kang Citadel be protected by a mighty barrier.
Whoa! Heads up! Oh, no! We got it. That end is radioactive, you genius.
Hey, careful, you can't just...
Look, big guy. If you couple your dynamic resonators with a subneutron accelerator...
But that could lead to a lethal magnetic containment failure, which then...
Oh, boo-hoo. You worry too much. Voila! One boosted receiver.
Oh, Cosmo! Good boy! Are you calling from nowhere?
Cosmo, picks up subchronal distress call. Pretty late, needed help.
Pretty lady?
Doesn't that dog live on that giant head of a dead Celestial? Something with that much energy could help us take out Kang's defenses.
We're outside space and time, and I don't see a door into Chronopolis.
No, Hank. But we could make one, using the nexus of all realities. I may have an ancient spell that could unify this energy and tear a hole into Chronopolis. Though I'd need to consult the tomes in my library.
Neat idea, Doc, but that Nexus explosion was huge. Any remaining shards would have been scattered all across Chronopolis. It would take months to find them.
Aye. Or mere moments, if we had the infinite sight of the mighty Heimdall.
Asgard is out there, but it's not of our Thor's time. It looks practically apocalyptic.
Then let us hope Heimdall still holds guard over the Bifrost Bridge.
Okay. Let's form up 2 teams and start to turn the tide on Kang.
Alright. That's going to be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.
Much destruction in my homeland.
Bye-bye.